Welcome to LITSOFT Consultancy. We provide SAP online training. This is UL Ready. I have expertise in SD, MM, TM, CS, VC, and the project management. I have 15 plus years of experience with the various industries, global projects, and across countries. Today we are going to discuss SAP S/4HANA PTP Cycle, Procure-to-Pay. And these are the items like purchase requisitions, request for quotation, maintain quotation, price comparison, finalize supplier, purchase order, then goods receipt, invoice verification. We will discuss about the GUI as well as the FIORI platforms. Let's take the business case. I hope you recognized the item, the iPhone. So what is the version? Yes, this is iPhone 16 Pro. The purchase organization structure will be having the org elements, company code, purchase organization, and plant. And in this one, okay, so I have identified so a couple of suppliers. I want to buy iPhone 16 Pro, explored with Amazon, Flipkart, Apple, and Chroma. So these are my suppliers. I would like to purchase from one of them wherever, okay, so I will get the best deal. This is a material iPhone, and this is the information about the supplier one, Amazon. If you see, 128 GB 16 Pro, natural titanium. Okay, and supplier 2 is a Flipkart, is the same variants, and I'll be having the 1,19,900, and this is a supplier 3 Apple stores, let's say. So the Apple in stock, so we'll be having the same thing here. Supplier 4. Now the question will be coming, if all these suppliers are selling at the same price, then from whom I need to take? The phone is from Apple only, but I would like to focus on the discounts, quality, and okay, so post sales service. These are the parameters you will go ahead in the future when you are learning about, okay, so overall the procurement, the purchase specific requirements. And let's discuss about the overall PTP cycle. So how do we get the requirements? Determination of requirements will be, might be from the sales order. Okay, whoever is the customer is asking, okay, so this is what I want and these are the variants. And let's say otherwise, okay, from the past history, independent requirements from the production procurement departments, they will come up with a 3 months, 6 months average, or last month and average of, okay, so last 3 months and the current month average. Okay, so those type of different combination formulas they will be using and maintain, and they run the MRP, and we will get the purchase requisitions as independent or individual requirements. Okay, so this is a case how to get the source of requirements. So now I have my purchase requisition. So I would like to buy 10 quantity of iPhone. Let's say I have created my purchase requisition. Against this purchase requisitions 10 quantity, then I need to go to the market and get my vendors, and I will ask or request for quotation for the different vendors. Is nothing but what I'm going to bid this. Okay, in the general real-time bid. Okay, so in my personal experience, then I will go for, okay, so figure out as earlier slide how I shown. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever the n number of vendors I will figure out. So what will be the best quotation? So I raise the request for quotation to those vendors is nothing but I have assigned for RFQ those vendors, the bidders, right? Right now I don't know the price, and they are going to send their quotation. So after request for quotation, before we are maintaining the quotation, here quotation will come. Is nothing but the vendor, okay, so they are going to send the quotation. We will maintain the quotation in our system. So all the 4 or 2 whoever, okay, so you identified the suppliers or bidders, okay, so you are going to maintain your quotation. Once I maintain the quotation, what I need to do, I'll compare those quotations. Okay, I have 2 quotations, for example. In those quotations, I compare what exactly the price or different parameters if you want to just maintain, and we will go by that, and the delivery time, or let's say terms of payment, quality, postal service, reviews, whatever the parameters. Okay, so you will be having that. Then price comparison I'm going to do against those quotations. Once I see the price comparison, system will give you the best price, best parameter daily, right? Then I will finalize the supplier. Now I identified, I got the suppliers. Then what I need to do against that quotation, I'm going to raise a purchase order. So in the purchase order, so 1, 2, 3, 4, the items will be there. You will be seeing in the system. And once a purchase order being raised, then I will receive the goods against the purchase order. Okay. So before goods receipt, if at all, okay, so that is one of the option. So inbound delivery is nothing but shipment notification you have updated when you are going to get and all that schedule and all. Then you go receive the goods. In this scenario, we are going to take about purchase order again, goods receipt against the purchase order. Then against the goods receipt, okay, so I got the invoice receipt and I have updated in the system. Then against the receipt amount, the invoice, I'm going to pay the payment and the finance department will take care of that. This is the overall PTP cycle. If you see purchase requisition, RFQ, maintain quotation, comparison, then purchase order, goods receipt, invoice receipt, and account payable. So this is a overall cycle. Then so as earlier we have discussed about the determination of requirements, right? So how do you determine the requirements? This is a direct from the department or automatically from the MRP. Now here I have prepared something here, requirements planning overview from the sales order or planned independent requirements. I'll run the MRP, requirement planning will be run. Then okay, so against this one we will be having the source item will be having the number of BOM components. Then for those secondary requirements will be there, and against that particular purchase requisition. Okay, so then I will go for the production order, planned orders, and all this stuff. Okay, so this is in the make to order scenario. You will see in depth about okay how overall SD, MM, PP. Okay, so these are the modules where the integrated area for the make to order or make to stock we will see. Now coming to okay, I don't want to go for the request for quotation. This is the one time activity for the specific product. Let's say I understand that particular perspective. Then what I need to do, I have the info record and everything is ready. Then PTP cycle is making a simplify. So I have the requisition from the production or the sales order. Then I will create the purchase order. Then goods receipt, invoice verification, and account payable will be happened. So what we will do is we will simulate this in the system, and in the website in our litsoft.com, you will be having the again the PTP cycle, introduction, process flow scenario, demo, and question answers, quiz, and everything. When you go for the confirmation to understanding as a glance, you have purchase order. Okay, so let's say this is 100 quantity, one of the date, right? Then order acknowledgement, again the purchase order is acknowledged and this is the manufacturing facility. And when loading is happening, okay, so load confirmation and shipment notification will be sent for the inbound deliveries, and the goods receipt will be happening. This is overall the confirmation process. Then okay, so let's go to litsoft.com, and here we will be having the SAP MM. Here number of lessons are there in the curriculum. We will go to the purchase cycle. Okay, and this is a way as earlier mentioned about the presentation flows, configuration, testing. Okay, so tailored configuration. So what exactly for which company, which is in a business scenario you would like to run it, you can make it in the tailored training. So let's go to litsoft.com, and here I have MM. I'll go to curriculum and I have purchase cycle. Let me go for this. Okay, so let's just have a brief understanding about okay, so how we can understand about the explanation perspective. So what is the definition of purchase cycle? SAP MM is a series of steps that manage procurement of goods and services. It begins with identifying need and ends with the payment for the purchase goods or services as a finance or the final step. Then purpose of purchase cycle is to streamline and automate procurement process, ensure timely and cost-effective purchasing, maintain accurate records of transactions. The process flow already we have seen this one, but you can go later point of time. Okay, so this then requirement identification, we have seen that one, purchase requisition, source determination, request for quotation, vendor quotation, and the comparison, purchase order, goods receipt, invoice verification, and the payment processing will be done. And these tables you can see, okay, the consultant perspective, EKKO, EKPO, EBAN purchase requisition, then history, EKBE, and EOD purchasing info record. So let it be So during your specification and all while doing the project, you can understand more about those areas, writing the specifications. Then you will be having the configuration in the tailor training. I'm not going there. And integration. Okay, so these also make sure those scenarios you will see in the training. Then, okay, so you will be having the testing. So we will be having the tested template. And within that template in the Excel sheet, okay, so you are going to update as a real-time scenario how you test it. Okay, this is about the glance about, oh, there will be testing will be there and what is needed there. Okay, so go ahead for that. Okay, let's keep this aside. Now let's get into the system. We will discuss about the FIORI apps perspective. Okay, the FIORI apps. So let's say for every T code in the FIORI app also T code base is there and okay, so you app specific. Okay, so new version will be there as a tile. So you can see. So what are all those areas are there? See, for the purchase requisition, you will be having the manage purchase requisitions, request for quotation, manage RFQ, manage supplier quotation, compare supplier quotation, manage purchase orders. Then you will be having the MyGo is nothing but post goods receipt against the purchase document. You will be having the production orders and all number of project specific and all. But now this is the one where we need to use and create supplier invoice. Okay, this is a straightforward, but the apps level, if at all system is new, okay, like my system, and you need to you will face the issue about the services are not active, and you need to know how to activate services for the FIORI for the specific apps. Okay, so where you need to see the OData perspective. Okay, so then you will enter your respective transaction code and add or activate service and load metadata. Okay, that you can do. And a small 2 to 3 minutes one recording. Okay, so I will do and post it. That will be helpful while you are working with FIORI. Let's move on with FIORI specific. Okay, so let's run it. Yeah, this we are good now. So I am getting exit from this, right? Now fine. This is a SAP FIORI Launchpad. Okay, getting inside. Let's try. Okay. This is the overall FIORI application, right? And we will work out and here number of areas are there as a catalogs and okay, so the group specific and we are going to discuss right now only very specific and focused about the PTP perspective. Okay, what is needed? Okay, so that is included here and we will go ahead and create purchase equation. You can see here create purchase equation, assign and process purchase equation. Okay, process purchase equation. This one is there, purchase V2 and manage purchase equation. And let's create purchase equation. Our material is TG11 and we will be having the quantity 10 and the delivery date I would like to make it on 20th like earlier. 25th is actually proposed date, it will come 1710 and the storage location right now I am not taking. And let's say purchase group inside, let me take the first one as a generic. Okay, this is my information, just I am taking this as save. 1004 is my purchase equation. Let me go back and against this purchase equation what I am going to do is let's say go to manage purchase equations. Okay, and with the manage purchase equations I need to create RFQ. Going here, let's see our purchase equation here 1004. Okay, your name is not there, 4 is there. Let me update here purchase equation 4 as a description. Just look and feel, it's not mandatory. Okay. Okay, now this is my purchase equation. Let's go back here and select my purchase equation. Now what I'm going to do with this one, right? So we need to go ahead with the process purchase equation app, the other one. Here, if you see, can you create here from RFQ? No, right? So, okay. Let's say go for process purchase requisitions. This one. This is so far we have seen about the manage purchase or purchase requisitions. We are processing here. Let's click on go and let's go ahead with the descending. This is the fourth one. Yeah. Now create RFQ. You can see here against the purchase requisition, you are going to create RFQ. Okay. The RFQ, this is internal. Here in the GUI, you have taken the document type EAN, right? And this is RFQ4, let's say, right? Fine. And my deadline is which deadline? Okay, submission. That should be by 15th. And okay, that's fine. This is company code purchase group. Everything is good. Then I am going for the bidder. Why bidder is needed? Yeah. So we are requesting a quotation from the bidder. Let me add bidders here. I am selecting these bidders. Selected. And these two are my bidders. Fine. And my item from the purchase requisition, it has come. And what I need to do? So I need to go for publish. I am publishing my quotation. It will go and update with respective vendors 7 all zeros 4. Okay, fine. I'm good with this now. Once you publish, okay, so they will go through and okay, so they will send the quotation. It's nothing but SD guys. If you see consulting perspective, they will send the quotation, right? You are requesting the quotation, they are sending the quotation, right? Now, so what I can do is this is 1 all zeros 4. Already I have done the request for quotation. Now let me go ahead with this. This is a purchase requisition. Okay, give me a second. Okay, manage RFQ. Fine. This is the one. So which we have seen so far. Go inside. Manage RFQ. Here, the information specific. These are the bidders. And do you have any quotations here so far? No. So that is our job now. Bidder has sent the quotation. Then you need to update your quotation here, information here. I'm creating the quotation. So when you create the quotation, what will be the information majorly? The price and the respect to a lot of other information, shipping and all that will be there. Okay, so transportation, but okay, so this is the thing we discussed right now as a limit the scope, the price, right? And I have taken this and terms of payment if you want to update, if it is a mandatory update, and then I will go for the items. Okay, in items is also there earlier one, and here the quotation they have given as a $14. Let me update this first. Okay, so I have taken this. If any attachment and upload details automatic or otherwise, you can go for the workflow. Let me create the quotation here. I have created the quotation. This quotation, what you should do later, you need to compare with other vendors, right? And create another quotation for another bidder. Go to bidders here, and I have selected this quotation. Create quotation, same process. Go to bidders and create quotation. Follow on document, purchase order, delivery date, and 15. I think everything is good. So here, okay, earlier in terms I mentioned this one, and yeah, and this guy is saying about okay, so $16. Fine. Now, after you are getting all these things, already we discussed about these areas, right? And I will create it, the quotation for the respective second vendor. Now, both the quotations are good. Now, once you create the quotation, what you need to do? Submit. Here only you can submit, but okay, so just let me go ahead as a process perspective and see, explore different apps. Okay. Manage supplier quotation. So I'll be having two quotations here, 6 and 7. And 6, I'm submitting. 7 also, I'm submitting. The quotation was submitted. See here, So these two quotation status you can see about the submit. Now these two quotation I need to compare. Now let me compare it. Okay, supplier manage supplier quotations is completed. Then you are going to compare. Fine. So let's go ahead and let me take my latest one. This is a one, and these two are there. And what is it? 14, 16, and it is saying best quotation. It's fine. Okay, this is 0, 1. This is a best price 1 of 1, and the date, published, status, and all this. Now I'm taking these two, and let's say here you can see compare. Okay. So with refresh, now you got this, right? This is the award, and you can see something here about overall is this one. Fine. Now you can see, okay, this is a quantity. So as I know, as a best one, it is said about, okay, so the first one, I'm selecting this. I need to award, right? So let's save it. Yeah. So this particular guy, okay, is nothing but first quotation supplier one, I'm awarding. Okay. Supplier two, I'm going to just, okay, so complete this quotation. Fine. Just checked. Okay. Now I'm going for manage supplier quotations. And here one quotation being awarded, you can see the status here. Yeah, this is awarded. And what about this? You go inside, you are not going to award this, right? Okay, this I will put as complete. Fine. Now I am good. So with the quotations. Against this quotation, what you are going to do now? Okay, so we missed that one. So I am there in the quotation, and this is my awarded quotation. I am going inside. Okay, see the follow on document. Against this awarded quotation is nothing but finalized quotation. I am going to create my purchase order. You are good. You are there. Purchase order. Very favorite screen. Nice. Fine. After this is the document type, ENB, the standard, and this is fine, and all these header information is good. Then my purchase order item is having all these and a 14 awarded one. So I'm good with that also. And if you want to go just inside and see about, okay, so item details and respective areas and what functionalities are there in the app. Okay, you can see all that information and delivery information, this item 10 and the delivery address, batch, create, order quantity, it's fine. Just let me have the just high level this one, right? The pricing. So you can see this 14 if you want to create any other things. The pricing elements later we can see in the pricing session. Okay, all these are fine. Okay, this is a purchase order. Let me create it. Okay, once you create, then you are having the standard purchase order. Let's say 45 all euros. Fine. This is my purchase order. Now this purchase order, what I need to do is do the goods receipt. So where to go? Goods receipt we need to figure out the app. Now go ahead here. This is inbound delivery. We are not doing post goods receipt. Purchasing document. Here we need our purchase orders. Let's see our purchase order. This is the one. Okay. All these are fine. If you have any delivery note, bill of lading, and you can update there. And my storage location is 217A. Okay. All these are good. Open quantity, attachment, general information, and let me post it. Let's go to create a supplier invoice. We'll enter 1710 here as a company code. Give the invoice date. Give the reference number, and I will enter my purchase order. Select your purchase order, just copy. So it will give the number. If you know the number directly, you can enter. And you will be having all these and your tax code I1. Okay. Then let's go for the calculate tax. And you will see the amount 140 here. Then enter your 140, the amount. Okay. Fine. Let me simulate this. Okay. This is it. And just I'll post it. This is the document number. Now you have completed whole process. Let me go to purchase order once, manage purchase orders. Okay, this is PTP, and these are requisitions, manage purchase orders. I'm going there. Let's see the history. All zeros 5. Okay, now you are having purchase order here. Let's go to the details. Now we are in the process flow. Let's see, this is a purchase requisition, purchase order, goods receipt, and invoice receipt. Okay, all these are there. Let me go here. On all zeros 4. Now we can see from the purchase requisition, request for quotation, supplier quotation, purchase order. Okay, then let's go further, and you will be having after purchase order the goods receipt and invoice receipt. So you have completed the whole stuff here. Let me reduce this. This is our. Okay, I hope you like this process flow for PTP cycle for FIORI. Earlier we have completed in the GUI, and requisition, sourcing, ordering, confirmation, invoicing, all the process we have completed in this. And I hope you enjoyed this, and we will meet in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.